The sun hung low over the dusty capital city of Ouagadougou on the evening of September 29, 2022. Whispers flowed through the military barracks like dry harmattan wind. Something was coming. Soldiers clenched their rifles a little tighter. Eyes dotted. Phone calls ended with code words. The streets felt unusually tense. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a quiet yet sharp-eyed young officer from the artillery unit, had become a name passed from mouth to mouth. His troops said he was one of us. He didn't sit in offices while men bled in the Sahel. He fought beside them. He shared their meals. He saw what they saw, the failure of the leadership under Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba. Damiba had promised security when he seized power in January 2022. But just months later, Burkina Faso was worse off. Terrorist groups had gained ground. More villages had fallen. Over 2 million people were displaced. Soldiers were dying with empty rifles while politicians lived in comfort. Something had to give. And it did. Weeks before the coup, Traoré gathered with trusted junior officers in secret locations. Warehouses. Abandoned compounds. Deserted training camps. They spoke not of ambition, but of duty. Their conversations were grave. Men are dying. Command doesn't listen. The people are losing faith. If we wait, the country falls. Captain Traoré, always calm and thoughtful, finally said, "We did not take an oath to defend a seat. We took an oath to defend the people." It was not about ego. It was survival. The system was broken. The top leadership was ignoring field reports. Troops sent to the northern front lacked water, ammunition, and backup. Traoré and his circle decided, if Damiba won't act, we will. On the night of September 29th, selected units loyal to Traoré began to move. Barracks in Ouagadougou were quietly sealed. Roads leading to critical locations, TV stations, military headquarters, and government offices were blocked by armed convoys. Communication lines were monitored. Traoré had made one thing clear: no bloodshed unless necessary. As gunshots echoed in isolated corners of the capital, confusion swept across the city. The state television went off air. Government buildings were locked down. No official word came from Damiba's camp. By dawn on September 30th, the flag flying over the presidency had changed. That morning, the nation awoke to a calm but firm voice on national television. "We have decided to take our responsibilities before the history of our country. The situation in our country is deteriorating. We, officers of the Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration, MPSR, have decided to put an end to the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Damiba." The man behind the microphone was Captain Ibrahim Traoré, barely 34 years old. He wore a red beret, a camouflage uniform, and no medals. His tone was steady, not theatrical. No music played. No triumphant slogans. Just truth. The country was in danger. The people deserved better. The revolution was necessary. But Damiba didn't go quietly. Rumors flooded social media. Damiba had retreated to a French military base. Others said he was negotiating exile. Some feared a civil clash between loyalist and Traoré forces. Demonstrators filled the streets. Pro-Traoré protesters chanted, "Down with France! Down with betrayal! We want Captain Traoré!" Outside the French embassy, angry youth set fire to walls and waved Burkina Faso's flag, chanting against foreign interference. The people had spoken. They no longer trusted anyone backed by foreign interests. Traoré remained composed. His team issued statements reassuring citizens, urging calm, and condemning misinformation. The message was clear. We are not against any nation. But we will no longer serve foreign interests at the expense of Burkinabe lives. After intense negotiation and mounting public pressure, Damiba officially resigned on October 2, 2022. The nation exhaled. For the first time in years, many felt a flicker of hope. Traoré made his first major speech, this time as head of state. "Our mission is not to rule, but to rebuild. We are soldiers first. And our war is not for power, it is for the survival of our people."